There's something powerful about making up your mind that you will stay committed to a goal for a set period of time. Not forever, not for the rest of your life, just 21 days. It may sound simple, but 21 days of discipline can change your life. Those 3 weeks can be the bridge between who you are and who you're meant to be. Maybe you've tried before and it didn't work out. Maybe you started strong, but somewhere along the way, you got distracted, discouraged, or delayed. But here's the good news. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. You know what it feels like to try, and now you can step into this season with a fresh determination, knowing that change doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens in small, consistent steps. When you decide to commit for 21 days, you're telling yourself, I value my future enough to show up every single day. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Some days you'll feel motivated, other days you won't, but discipline isn't about feelings. It's about deciding ahead of time that you'll follow through no matter what your emotions say. Those little daily choices, getting up earlier, putting down the phone, spending time on what truly matters, might seem small in the moment, but they're like seeds you plant in the soil of your life. You may not see the growth right away, but keep watering those seeds with discipline, and one day you'll wake up and realize the harvest is here. And here's the thing, discipline isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about becoming the person who can handle the blessings that are waiting for you. If the opportunity came too soon, without the strength and character to manage it, it could slip right through your fingers. But discipline shapes you, molds you, prepares you, so that when the doors open, you're ready to walk through them with confidence. You may be thinking, but what if I mess up? No. Then you start again. You don't quit because of one slip-up. Every day is a fresh page. Every morning is another chance to choose discipline over comfort. And if you stay with it just 21 days, you'll begin to see shifts in your habits, in your thinking, in your life. So I challenge you, set your mind today. Take the next 21 days and dedicate them to discipline. Whether it's your health, your finances, your relationships, or your spiritual life, give it your all because you're closer than you think. Your future self will thank you for the choices you're making today. If you want, I can also make this more rhythmic and flowing for a spoken delivery so it sounds exactly like it's being delivered from a stage. That would make it even more powerful for a motivational video or speech. Would you like me to do that next? Small daily decisions shape the direction of your future, and often it's the seemingly insignificant choices we make each day that determine the trajectory of our lives. Every morning when you wake up, you are faced with countless decisions. You decide whether to get up when the alarm goes off or to hit the snooze button. You decide whether to eat something nourishing or to reach for convenience. You decide whether to speak words of encouragement or to let frustration dictate your tone. These choices may feel minor, but over time they accumulate and the results compound. Your future isn't built in giant, dramatic moments. It's built in the quiet, consistent decisions you make when nobody is watching. If you choose to read for 10 minutes a day, it might not seem like much, but over a year, that's 60 hours of knowledge you've invested in yourself. If you choose to save a small amount of money each week, it may not feel like it's making a difference at first, but in a few years, you'll see that those small amounts became a financial foundation. The same principle works in reverse. Neglecting small daily disciplines leads to habits that erode your future without you even realizing it. Skipping your exercise today might not change much in the moment, but repeating that choice for months or years affects your health in ways you'll feel later. It's like a compass. Adjust the direction by just 1 degree. And you may not notice it in the first few steps, but after miles and miles, you end up in a completely different destination. Your life works the same way. One small choice today can lead to a drastically different tomorrow. This is why discipline matters so much. It gives you the ability to choose what you want most over what you want right now. It's easy to choose comfort in the moment, but comfort often costs you the life you dream about. Discipline asks you to look ahead, to value your future self enough to make sacrifices today. It might mean saying no to an extra hour of television so you can work on a goal. It might mean resisting that impulse purchase because you're committed to building savings. It might mean waking up early to pray, study, or exercise even when your bed feels more inviting. These daily decisions set the tone for your life. If you consistently choose growth over ease, progress over procrastination, integrity over convenience, your future begins to shift in powerful ways. You can't always control the big events that happen to you, but you can control how prepared you are for them. And that preparation happens in the everyday moments. Think about someone training for a marathon. They don't get ready by running 26 miles every day. They get ready by following a daily plan, sometimes running short distances, sometimes resting, sometimes pushing harder. Over time, those daily runs add up to the stamina and strength needed for race day. In life, your race days will come, opportunities will arise, challenges will appear, and the daily decisions you've made will determine how ready you are. The beauty of this truth is that no one is locked into their past decisions. Every day you wake up is another chance to choose differently. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Missing one day isn't the problem, quitting is. The key is to keep showing up, to keep choosing wise, even when it's inconvenient, even when nobody sees you doing it. Over time, these decisions shape not only your habits, but your identity. You begin to see yourself as a disciplined person, someone who follows through, someone who keeps promises to themselves. And when you trust yourself in the small things, you begin to trust yourself in the big things. The direction of your future isn't determined by a single dramatic event. It's decided in the countless small moments where you choose whether to align your actions with your goals or to let the momentary pull of comfort steer you off course. 21 days of discipline is powerful because it gives you a focused period to practice making these choices, to prove to yourself that you are capable of consistency. And once you see the results of 21 days, you'll realize that you can extend that discipline into months and years, transforming not just your habits, but the entire path of your life. Your future is waiting on the decisions you make today, so start where you are, make the next right choice, and let those small daily decisions become the building blocks of the future you dream of. Consistency turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. And it's often the most underestimated force in creating lasting change. Many people think they need to do something spectacular, something groundbreaking to make a real difference in their lives. They imagine that success comes in one giant leap, one perfect moment, one life-changing event. But the truth is, it's the quiet, repeated actions done faithfully over time that transform an average life into an exceptional one. You could have the best plan in the world, the most inspiring vision, and the greatest intentions, but without consistency, it all fades away. Consistency is the glue that holds discipline together and turns it into results. It's like drops of water on a rock. One drop doesn't make a dent, and 10 drops don't seem to change much either. But thousands upon thousands of drops over time can wear away solid stone. Your effort works the same way. The workouts you do each week, the time you invest in learning, the moments you dedicate to improving a skill, each one on its own may seem small and even unremarkable. But when you stack them day after day, week after week, something powerful begins to happen. The problem for many people is that they give up too soon. They want results instantly. They expect to plant a seed one day and harvest fruit the next. But nature doesn't work that way, and neither does success. Growth is gradual. Progress is sometimes invisible. You might show up consistently for a while and feel like nothing is changing, but beneath the surface, your efforts are building strength, knowledge, resilience, and momentum. And one day, often when you least expect it, you break through. That breakthrough isn't luck. It's the visible result of the invisible consistency you've maintained all along. Think about someone learning to play an instrument. At first, the sounds are awkward, fingers stumble, and progress is slow. But if they practice a little every day, even just 20 minutes, they develop muscle memory, better technique, and greater confidence. After a year, their playing has transformed, not because of a few intense bursts of practice, but because of steady, consistent effort over time. The same principle applies to every area of life. Your health, your finances, your relationships, your spiritual growth. Consistency builds trust. When you consistently show up for your commitments, you begin to trust yourself, and others begin to trust you too. Employers notice reliability. Friends value dependability. Opportunities are attracted to those who can be counted on. It's not the most talented person who always wins. It's often the one who simply refuses to quit, keeps showing up day after day. Consistency also compounds. Just as money grows with compound interest, your actions multiply in impact over time. Reading 10 pages a day may not seem like much, but over a year, that's more than 3,000 pages, dozens of books worth of knowledge. Walking for 30 minutes a day may feel small, but in a year, you've walked hundreds of miles without even realizing it. The beauty of consistency is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't have to get it right every single time. You just have to keep coming back. If you miss a day, you don't let it turn into 2 or 3. You start again immediately. The power is in the pattern, not in never making mistakes. This is why consistency often beats intensity. Many people start with a burst of excitement and go all in for a short while. But because it's unsustainable, they burn out and stop altogether. Consistency says, I will do what I can do today, and I will be here again tomorrow. That kind of commitment outlasts moods, distractions, and setbacks. It's not glamorous, and it's not always exciting, but it's dependable, and dependable wins. If you want to see extraordinary results, you have to be willing to embrace the ordinary process. You have to fall in love with showing up, even on the days you don't feel like it, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Because those are the days that count the most. Anybody can show up when it's exciting. It's the people who show up when it's hard, boring, or inconvenient who see the transformation they've been waiting for. 21 days of consistency is not magic because of the number itself. It's powerful because it proves to you that you can stick with something. Once you know you can stay consistent for 3 weeks, you realize you can keep going for 6 weeks, 3 months, a year. The habit you build becomes part of who you are, and the results you see become part of your life. Ordinary actions done consistently stop being ordinary over time. They shape your character, change your circumstances, and create opportunities you never imagined. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to be the most talented, the smartest, or the most gifted. You just have to keep showing up day after day until the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Discipline builds the character that unlocks destiny, and without it, even the greatest opportunities can be wasted. Many people dream of achieving great things, of living a life filled with purpose, abundance, and meaning. But they overlook the one quality that makes all of that possible: discipline. Discipline is the ability to choose what you want most over what you want right now. It's the strength to say no to distractions, temptations, and shortcuts, and to stay committed to what matters even when it's hard. Opportunities in life are like doors. Some of them open at the right time, some stay closed for a while. But when the right one opens, you have to be ready to walk through it. If you're not prepared, you can miss it. And the preparation doesn't happen overnight. It's built day by day through discipline. Discipline teaches you how to keep going when your emotions say stop. It shows you how to finish what you start. It shapes your mindset, strengthens your willpower, and develops your character so that when you reach your moment of opportunity, you are not just able to step into it, you are able to thrive in it. Without discipline, talent is wasted potential. You could be gifted in an area, have natural skills or intelligence, but without the self-control to refine and grow those gifts, they remain undeveloped. It's like having a field full of rich soil but never planting anything in it. The potential is there, but without the work, it produces nothing. Discipline is the farmer who plants, waters, and weeds every day so that the harvest can come. And just like farming, discipline often feels repetitive and unglamorous. You might feel like you're doing the same thing over and over without seeing immediate results. But what you're really doing is building strength, patience, and resilience. Those qualities are what carry you through the seasons of life when things don't happen quickly. When you're disciplined, you're not easily swayed by emotions or circumstances. You've learned to act based on principles, not just feelings. Feelings are temporary. Discipline is steady, remains in place no matter the storm. When everyone else is giving up because it's too hard, too slow, or too uncertain, discipline keeps you moving forward. That's how dreams are achieved. Not in a single leap, but in countless steps of commitment. Discipline also earns respect. People notice when you are consistent, when you keep your word, when you do what you say you will do. That kind of character draws trust, and trust opens doors. Employers, leaders, and mentors look for people they can count on, people who don't crumble under pressure, who take responsibility for their actions. Discipline shapes you into that kind of person. And once you have that reputation, more opportunities come your way because people know you will handle them well. Another powerful thing about discipline is that it builds self-respect. Every time you follow through on something you promised yourself, you're telling yourself, I can trust me. That's huge because many people struggle not because they lack ability, but because they don't believe in themselves. They've broken promises to themselves so many times that they've stopped trusting their own word. Discipline repairs that trust. It creates a track record of success that you can look back on when things get tough. When you've proven to yourself that you can push through discomfort, resist distractions, and stay the course, you carry that confidence into every new challenge. Discipline also prepares you for the weight of success. Many people want the rewards without the process, but if blessings come before you're ready, they can crush you instead of elevate you. Imagine being handed a powerful position, a large sum of money, or a huge opportunity without the patience, wisdom, or strength to manage it. You could lose it quickly. Discipline trains you to handle more, to manage resources, time, and responsibilities with care. It ensures that when the big moments come, you don't just get there, you stay there. One of the challenges with discipline is that it often requires you to go against the current. In a world that celebrates instant gratification, discipline asks you to delay it. In a culture that rewards comfort, discipline asks you to embrace discomfort. It's not easy to say no to the short-term pleasures that everyone else is indulging in. But that's exactly why discipline is so rare and so powerful. It separates those who wish from those who achieve. The good news is discipline can be built. You're not born with it or without it. It's a skill you develop through practice. It starts with small commitments and grows stronger each time you keep them. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Begin by choosing one area to be disciplined in, stick with it for 21 days, and watch how it transforms not just that area, but your entire mindset. Because discipline is contagious. When you develop it in one area, it starts to spill over into others. The person who becomes disciplined in their health often becomes disciplined in their finances. The person who manages their time well often begins managing their relationships better. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. There will be days when you feel like quitting, when the effort seems too much, when progress feels invisible. Those are the days discipline matters most. Those are the days that build your character the strongest. Each time you push through on a difficult day, you're reinforcing the message to yourself that you are not controlled by feelings, that you can do what is necessary regardless of mood or circumstance. That's the kind of strength that unlocks destiny. Over time, discipline becomes part of who you are. It's no longer a struggle to keep going. You simply do it because it's your nature. That's when life really begins to shift. You stop waiting for motivation because you realize you don't need it. You've built a foundation so strong that even when the winds of doubt, fear, or fatigue blow against you, you remain standing. And when the right opportunities come, and they will, you're not scrambling to get ready. You've been ready. You have the skill, the character, the resilience to not only step into your destiny, but to fully live it out. Discipline doesn't just change what you do, it changes who you are. And when who you are aligns with your purpose, nothing can stop you from walking into the life you were created for.